Three. That's not
Wait, that was as of 2020. There was 10 of them drafted in 2025.
There
Oh,
we
but
go.
this is the NHL.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like if they were drafted, they could be in the AHL. All right, it's time for the pod.
Oh, I thought we were
Welcome.
covering.
We could literally talk about any sport, dog.
We really could. On this
And you know,
episode of CFB, we'll talk about how many players because it said there was 20 players of color and then 10 black players drafted. So I guess like 24 and other foreign.
who
Um,
like I don't know, Asian maybe.
yeah, I don't know.
There's Asian hockey players.
The Stars have a
The
Filipino.
Stars have one, Jason Robertson.
Okay, fun fact. Welcome back to CFB Enthusiasts, guys. My name is Jimmy. That's Patrick. That's Jacob. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like we always say, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you bleed college football just like we do over here, you're going to love it. So go ahead and show some support. Share it to a friend and family member who loves college football as well. Go follow us on the Instagram and TikTok, CFB_enthusiasts. That's where you'll find a lot of our short form content where you can, engage with us, comment down below, and, talk trash or say how wrong we are on our predictions and
We
things like
usually
that. Um, but today we got a week 4 preview, of course. Texas Tech, Utah. That's the first game we're going to talk about, fellas.
Yes, sir.
The biggest game in the Big 12 so far. Number 17, Texas Tech, goes on the road to number 16, Utah. Two teams that have looked really, really good so far. How we feeling about this game, guys?
Like you said, I think it's going to be up to this point, the biggest game of the Big 12. Um, I really think winner of this has a legit chance to make it to the title game. And then I have Utah winning, so let's say Utah wins out in the Big 12. I could see they'll go to the title game, and I think TCU beats Tech, like you had them winning, or going to the title game. So I think Utah wins. Um, I won't dive into that yet unless you want me to dive into why I think they win.
Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Um, First, it's Kyle Whittingham. I mean, he's a
yep.
phenomenal coach. Um, I look. I think we all had him either in the top 10 or honorable mentions of our top tens. Can't. I mean, from as an Oregon fan, from playing against him for so long, excuse me, I'll never count Kyle Whittingham out. Um, Mainly just because his defense. You know what you're going to get out of them. They're going to pop you in the mouth. They're going to play hard nosed defense. They're going to play you tough. But one of the big X factors for me is for the first time in a good amount of years, he finally has a legit QB. And Devin, is it Devon? Devin? Dampier?
Devon Dampier.
Vaughn.
Devon Dampier. Um, with his OC from New Mexico, but so he knows how to use him. In the run game, he's been explosive in the run game, but he's showing how good of a passer he can be this year as well. And I think Tech is good. I just didn't think they were as good as preseason hype that they got. Um, but they did get a lot of good transfers, so they have been playing at a high level. I think it's going to be close. I do. I think it'll be back and forth of just good defense. Who's going to capitalize the most, and I think the QB play comes in to that, and Dampier able to use his legs. It's going to be the biggest X factor. So I have Utah winning 24-14. But I think it'll be back and forth for most of the game. And just they obviously I always say this, Jake is gonna be funny, but I think they get it doesn't have to be late, but they'll get a touchdown or a field goal maybe in the fourth to go up and just put the game away. Then they'll just be able to run conservative and just run the clock out.
Jacob, what you thinking?
I'm with you, Pat. Kyle Whittingham to me is the X factor. I also think Utah has so much continuity, like with turnovers so much in the
Yeah.
coaching world in college. like the fact that they're able to keep a guy like Morgan Scally as their DC, it helps that he's the head coach in waiting. But he's a guy that's been with Whittingham for a long time. Like that, the identity of their defense, that's their identity of their team, and it's stayed consistent with Kyle Whittingham and with Morgan Scally. I mean, whether Utah is good or bad every year, you know what you're going to get. They're going to play hard. Like they could have 3 wins, but they're going to play you like a 10-win team. Like they're going to make you beat them. They're going to force turnovers, and like Pat said, they finally have a quarterback where they can capitalize on the turnovers. They probably haven't had a quarterback like this since Cam Rising like 5 years ago when he was healthy.
His earlier years, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like because he was good. And
Yeah.
again, they've played. I know UCLA isn't great, but they've played better competition than Tech. Tech's played Abilene Christian and these other small schools. So Tech's already been played bigger competition. They've competed. I'm sorry. Utah's played better competition, but they smoked UCLA. But regardless, it's hard for me to bet against a coach like Whittingham and bet against a guy like Morgan Scally. I think Utah wins. I think it's close, and it's in Utah. That's a long trip for Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Like that's a long trip. I got Utah 31-23.
Oh, you have a high scoring game.
It's the Big 12, man.
I like that. My score is pretty similar actually. I'm rolling with Utah as well. I think
Oh
No.
no.
they got hit with the injury bug a lot last year. I didn't think they were ever really like a bad team. The
Yeah.
injury just killed them. But one thing about Kyle Whittingham, I will say, and we can all respect, is there's going to be a baseline floor of how good they're going to be. They might not be top end every single year, which means for them was going to the Rose Bowl. That was something like that's top end for them. But they're never going to be in the toilet winning
No.
5, 6 games. Like they're always minimum 8 wins.
They're gonna
You can
compete.
count them in for. And last year was an anomaly. I did think they were going to bounce back this year. They probably look a little bit better than I thought they would look though.
I
Devon
agree.
Dampier is looking like, haven't played the greatest competition so far. It's looking like he's turned himself into a really good passer
Yeah.
whenever it needs to be. Last year at New Mexico, I think he was 12 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. First year as a starter, not too great, but he could hurt you with his legs. And that's what he leaned on last year at New Mexico. And that's what made him successful and parlayed that into the Utah job at the quarterback position. I think he's definitely shown a lot of flashes in the past game so far. Obviously, they're picking their spots. They're still going to be a run-oriented team. Utah might have a top 5 O line in the country. Those
Yeah.
guys are physical. I know they played UCLA. They're not good, but they whooped them up on the line of scrimmage. It was very apparent that they were the more physical team. Um, Obviously, the more coached and prepared team as well. But I'm not sure if Texas Tech is going to be able to withstand that. I mean, we're going to have to see. I think a knock on Texas Tech over the years is they've been kind of this finesse team, and they've never really been like a in the trenches, hard nosed team. I think that's what's kind of stopped them from being in the upper echelon in the Big 12 for a consistent amount of time.
Yeah.
But I think if Utah gets ahead in this game, I think it's going to be really tough for Tech to come back. Not only because it's on the road, I think because Utah will take the air out of the ball.
Yes.
Not that they're going to air it out or anything to begin with, but they're going to take the air out the ball and they're going to be very, very methodical. They're going to be very, very patient. And it's already hard to beat a Utah coach team, Kyle Whittingham coach team, because they don't beat themselves.
Yeah.
So Tech is going to have to be right there with them or have the lead in this game. If they do, they're going to have a real shot. And we haven't talked about Tech much, but Baron Morton's been really impressive.
Yes. Yes.
He's going to have to, play really well and stay ahead of schedule because this Utah defense will come after you. They are very physical as well. Tech is a little bit more balanced than you might think this year. They have a running back room that is pretty evened out. So They haven't had one guy emerge, but I think that's a good thing in this day and age of college football. But
It's
um,
interesting you say that because remember their starting back went down with the injury in fall camp.
right, right. So they've been trying to figure it out the running back position. They've had some guys pop off. They had a guy pop off last week and a different guy pop off 2 weeks ago. So we're gonna see how they do. Um, any Micah Hudson sighting?
I forgot he's there. I
I
mean,
did.
He went back, didn't he?
Didn't they drop the bag?
he took a bag to go to A&M, and then he started having like a mental breakdown and
He
went
went
back.
back. Back.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You know what's
Hmm.
been interesting to me is Texas Tech hasn't played like 2 of their 3 games have been they've started and then they've stopped because of lightning or rain delays.
That's
It's
very true. I have
pretty
noticed that.
interesting.
I haven't.
They,
Yeah,
they haven't played a full 4-quarter game straight through. Like
right up.
that's going to be interesting to see.
That's a very good point you make
Yes.
because I
Has.
mean it doesn't seem like it's affected it much at all because they're
Yeah,
just running through these games even when they do come back from the
correct.
lightning delay. But that physical toll that the physical toll that's going to take because they're having two half times essentially
Basically,
during those games.
Yeah.
Obviously, now you're only going to have your regular halftime. Plus, guess what? You have to go up against one of the most physical teams in the country
yeah.
for 4 quarters. So that's a really good point you make, Jacob. But I got Utah winning 31-24. It's going to be a real good game.
That's real close.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I think Utah pulls it out. Next game we got number 22 Auburn
I was gonna say real
at
fast.
yeah. Go ahead.
I was looking at the Tech stats. Yeah, they're young. It's fresh legs. They've been running 3 sophomores at running back.
Yep,
So,
yep.
but
So
if Tech comes out and dominates the game, and I mean, I hope not, or even just wins, then they prove something to all of us that okay, maybe.
the Tech is going to have to prove something because I think they had this same hype either last year or 2 years ago
last
to
year it was
where it came out of nowhere, where it
And
was like,
it's
oh, Texas Tech, and they didn't do shit.
they didn't do shit, and they haven't proven that they can go out there and they always find a way to lose games that they shouldn't lose. So,
Right.
but and then yeah, so we're good. That was all I had to say. Go
I
to
do think
SEC.
Joey McGuire is really a really good coach, though.
I do
He's
I
too.
he's
do.
really good.
I do too.
But
I think he's
Texas high
definitely set them in
school
the right
legend.
trajectory of their program. Because
right,
before they used to just kind of be okay, they're gonna go out there and put up 40 points, but they're gonna allow 50. Now they go out
yeah.
there, and they're actually gonna play good defense and control the tempo of the game.
The Jackson Arnold Bowl, number 22 Auburn at number 11 Oklahoma.
They're
It's going
right
to be very
here.
interesting for obvious reasons. There
They're
you
right
go.
here.
There you go. The Jackson Arnold Bowl. He'll be going back to Oklahoma. This game's gonna be really interesting from a couple different standpoints. For as better as Jackson Arnold has looked, I feel like their offense just something's missing with them.
It's too one dimensional. Like
It is. I'm not sure if it's the scheme because they do have very talented wide receivers. Cam Coleman, I love Cam Coleman.
Eric Singleton.
Yeah, Singleton. They're really good receivers there, and those guys haven't been able to get the amount of opportunities that their talent would, require. And I think that's something that can take them to the next level. But it seems like Jackson Ardo still struggles to get the ball to playmakers, and maybe something with the offensive coordinator. I'm not too sure, but this folds right into Oklahoma's hands. I think. Folds
100%.
right into Oklahoma's hands. For as good as this might be a bold take, I don't know. For as good as Oklahoma's offense is, I do think their defense is the best group on their team.
The defense looks really, really good.
Their defense is really good. They fly around, and they've been pretty good for a couple years now.
I'm
But
sorry,
it,
I
Um,
missed everything you said after Cam Coleman is really talented. It
oh,
can't
you hear
it
me
can't
now?
get it can't get to my headphones.
Okay. You got me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just saying that Auburn not being able to throw the ball efficiently plays right into Oklahoma's hands just
Oh yeah.
because Oklahoma has had a really solid defense over the past year and a half at least. And I honestly think their defense is ahead of their offense. For as good as their offense is, their offense is nice, really nice. But I think their defense is what's gonna what kind of you know lays that foundation for them.
Yeah.
And you saw it in the Michigan game. Michigan couldn't threaten them, and if you can't threaten Oklahoma, I mean, down the field passing, they're going to stuff you in the run game. Their front seven is really good. They stay in their gaps and they don't give up really explosive plays,
Yeah.
albeit the one explosive to Justice Haynes. But on the flip side for Oklahoma, I think this is more of a big picture thing. I want to see them continue to establish the running game with the
Yeah.
running backs. John Mateer can use his legs to run. He ran 19 times against Michigan. I don't think that's sustainable in this conference. They had Torrey Blaylock, the freshman, go over 100 yards last week against Temple on 14 carries. That was the first time we're like, okay, maybe they have something at running back. Remember, they brought Jay Knott in. He's been a no-show so far. I'm not sure what's going on. He might be
Ha-
still injured.
no,
Do y'all know
wasn't.
what's going on?
Yeah, I saw a bunch of videos, not videos, but they were asking the players and Brent Venables about him. Um, it's really he's talented. Like they want to get him the ball. Two things that John Mateer said, Brent Venables, and then the OC also said, Arbuckle. He came in later. He came in right before the portal closed. So he's still learning the offense, but he's still getting into I guess what they kind of like sum it up, he's getting into shape to play in the SEC. Like he wasn't prepared physically, but he doesn't know the playbook fully either.
Well, hopefully that won't be an issue because the spring portal is closed now. So
Yeah.
moving forward. So just got news of that today.
Which
So
is crazy. I think I told Jacob this other day. Maybe I sent it in the chat. It's just he kind of screwed himself. Like you're not playing at OU. They have the talent in the backfield with the young running backs. So where if you don't get going off the bat, there's a good chance he's not going to get meaningful carries the rest of the year. When he
yeah.
could have stayed at Cal, he could have been another 1,200-yard rusher for a third straight year and been a high draft pick.
Well, I think he definitely would have left anyways because Mendoza left,
That's right.
and plus the money, and plus who wants to be at Cal for real.
Plus, Mendoza leaving was good for Cal because he's not good.
You don't think so? We'll
We'll
talk about him. We'll
we'll
talk
get
about him in a
into
minute.
that into that
We'll talk about
soon.
him in a minute. We'll talk about him in a minute. But going back to Oklahoma, for them, I think if they can take the running game to the next level, they don't need to be nothing special
Yeah.
in the run game. They just need to be serviceable to where it opens things up a little bit more for John Mateer to make plays.
Absolutely.
And
And it
I
opens
think
up the run game for John Mateer, too, because now you got to play the running back honest.
right, that's exactly what he said in the post game after the Michigan game. So I think if they can do that, be a little bit more balanced offensively, I can definitely see them winning the SEC. I'm just gonna be completely honest.
I mean, they'll have a legit shot.
Yeah.
Their schedule is really tough.
I know that hurt to say.
Yeah, it did, but their schedule's really tough. But hey, South Carolina looks a lot worse.
It looked
Yeah.
bad.
Hey, Alabama, I mean, they look better now, but
They've
they don't
shown
look.
that they're beatable.
They're beatable,
If you out
and
physical them.
those are a couple teams on Oklahoma's schedule.
Yeah.
So LSU, I mean, we'll see. Offense looks shaky. We'll see.
That LSU
I'll touch on the
do they
shaky
play
thing is
LSU and
interesting. They
Huh?
do. We play OU the last week of the season.
that's gonna be
The offense thing for LSU is interesting. I'll touch on it real quick because Kelly said that Nuss has that torso injury, and he said
An
he's not.
oblique?
something in his torso. He said he's not going to be healthy until after the bye week. But at that point, like, we're playing Southeast Louisiana. Like, why not just sit him and
Just
let
rest
Van?
him.
Why not just let Van Buren play? Like,
That's what Georgia Tech did
yeah, like we have Ole Miss
against
next.
King Refs.
Like, why
And
not
it,
rest Nussmeyer, let Van Buren play, get Nuss healthy? Because we go to the Grove next week.
Ooh.
that's Georgia.
The Grove is
No, Ole Miss.
I know. I'm just kidding. I literally just talked about that game earlier.
Between the hedges is Georgia.
they're over
Yeah.
here in the corner.
It's crazy. Sorry, we're getting sidetracked, guys. But it's crazy. The SEC has a lot of schools where you call it like Death Valley or the Grove. You got the Swamp.
Yeah.
You got Rocky Top. Like you can say that and you know exactly what we're talking
And it's
about.
not even their stadium names.
Yeah, it's not. What is A&M? They're I
No,
mean you
Kyle
can call
Field.
Kyle Field, but
They call
The
him the
12th
fourth
man.
man.
the 12th man.
Yeah.
Between the hedges, Georgia. That's
Because
funny.
yeah, that's right. They do have
The
the fucking
Grove at
name.
Ole Miss is Vaught Hemingway. The Swamp is Ben Hill Griffith. Like
Yeah.
Rocky Top is Neyland. Like Tiger, like Death Valley is Tiger Stadium. Like it.
I
It's
don't know
kind
how
of
to know the names of all the stadiums. Like,
I don't know.
I think after watching college football for so long, you just pick it up.
yeah. Like when he be typing out his games on college football, like for like the matchup. He knows, like he doesn't have to look. He knows the stadium name and the field name.
Good day. Bryant Denny Stadium at Saban
At Saban
Field.
Field, Memorial Stadium at Faurot Field is Missouri.
It's like, bro, what the hell?
Darrell Campbell,
Oh man. Yeah. I think it's did they
Arkansas.
call it Earl Campbell Field? I don't know.
Arkansas is
DW Reynolds
yeah
Stadium.
W Reynolds Stadium. Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. But anyways, I got Oklahoma winning this
Yeah.
game. I honestly think it's not going to be particularly close.
I don't either.
Give me like 34-17. I don't think
I
it's going to be that close.
I think you were touching on the OU defense and how physical they look. You can tell that it's a Brent Venable defense because he took
Yeah.
over the defensive play calling. Like you can tell that it's
They will attack you.
like I would say. So the way that they blitz and the way that he designs it, you don't know where the pressure is coming from. Like you don't. Like you can't. Like you can. O linemen can pick it up all they want, but they do a really good job of disguising it. And he does a really good job of twisting on the line, bringing corners, bringing safeties, bringing linebackers. The other thing that's interesting to me is if anybody knows how to stop Jackson Arnold, it's his coach that had him for the last 2 years. Like Brent Venables saw him every day in practice.
He's like, this guy's fucking sucks.
Like this guy's trash. Like see him. Like I'm telling you, he's gonna throw everything at him. And on top of that, Hugh Freeze is kind of cheeks. Like I like and OU's a hard like Gaylord Memorial Stadium is a hard place to go play. Like that place is cheeky, man. Like they get sneakily loud, and I think it's gonna be tough for Auburn. I think OU dominates start to finish. I don't think Auburn can stop OU. I think OU wins, I don't know, 35-17, if even 17.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking less for Auburn,
Like,
actually. But
honestly, I'll go 35-14. Auburn may get like a late garbage time touchdown. What time is that game at?
I think it's at 2:30.
Perfect. Yes, it is 2:30. Tulane, Ole Miss. Oh, God.
Pat?
Well, it's another game where we all three have the same pick. I have OU. I mean, y'all pretty much covered most of it. I think it's going to be closer. I do think Auburn's defense is very good, and
They've
think
always
that-
had a good defense.
Yeah, I think that'll keep them somewhat in the game. Maybe to start. I think first quarter is close. Maybe 7-0, 7-3 around the end of the first. But after that, OU just takes off. Diablo talked about the defense is playing incredible right now. Brent Venables took over. He's like, yeah, shit, I gotta save my job, and looks like he's saving his job right now. I think which they will, but like I touched on, he knows Jackson Arnold. If OU forces Auburn to throw, they'll lose big.
Well,
Because
if
no,
OU,
no disrespect to Jackson Arnold, but he just doesn't look like the 5-star that he came out of high school. He's a good runner, but he's not a great passer. I've watched one game of theirs this year, and that was versus Baylor. And that game was pretty close until the late in the fourth, and Auburn was just running the ball, which they won't be able to do versus OU. And jeez, and like you said, Jacob, I don't trust Hugh Freeze at all. He's gonna mess up at some point. I mean, I think it's 27-10 is the final. I think OU breaks away in the second or third quarter. Then the fourth quarter, they just run the ball. If they have to punt, stop them, run, punt, whatever. But they'll go up going into the fourth, and they won't really worry about scoring. It'll be more just let's just finish the game out. But yeah, I think it's not even close. It's at least 2 touchdown win. What did it, let's say 27-10. So
like for me, like Hugh Freeze's
I think
biggest,
this is gonna be one of the more lopsided games of the weekend. Maybe not necessarily a blowout, but OU's going to dominate the game from the opening kickoff to the last play of the game.
and I think now that we're in conference play, Auburn will lose, and once they fall out of the top 25, they will not be back.
They won't be back. Yeah, they won't be back.
Like for me, like
Jackson Arnold. Oh, go ahead.
the Hugh Freeze thing, like when Hugh Freeze is at his best, was when he had guys like Chad Kelly and Bo Wallace. It's guys that are pure passers that can run. Jackson Arnold is a runner that can't pass.
Yeah. Unless he comes out and has
He's
the
not.
greatest game he's ever seen in his life,
He's not.
it won't even be close. Which,
He's
I mean,
not.
he could. Like a touchdown, Auburn's skill players they probably have one of the best receiver rooms in the nation. They just don't have somebody that can consistently put the ball in their hands.
But they also haven't played a defense like OU.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't think it's going to be close. I'm just saying the only way Auburn does win is if Jackson Arnold comes out and throws for like 4 touchdowns and 300-something yards.
That's
Which
funny.
he's not. He's not. I'm just saying that's the only way. OU only loses if it's a shootout.
And it's not going to.
And it's not.
Not happening. Yeah. Jackson Arnold against South Alabama, I think was. Let me pull it up here.
Oh, no.
13 of 24, which 54%, and 142 yards, 1 touchdown.
Ew.
That's good if it's the first
I
quarter.
saw worse stat lines last week, but hey,
5 interceptions for DJ Lagway.
Yeah.
oh man,
That LSU, yeah. Blake Baker's also running an NFL defense. Like the things he threw at Lagway, I promise you, he's never seen before in his life.
Yeah, I guess.
And it's not like he has great coaching on his sideline either. Like Sunbelt
Right.
Billy is not he's not the guy.
Number 21, Michigan goes to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska's Memorial Stadium. I think this is gonna be a good game. I think this has potential to be a really fun game. That stadium's gonna be rocking. They have really good fans. I think they have like a long streak of sellouts, even when they were terrible.
Nebraska.
They would just sell out every single game, and it was crazy. But it's gonna be rocking. This is another opportunity for Bryce Underwood, right, to go into a hostile environment on the road, and hey, let's see what you can do. I think the Michigan coaching staff did a disservice for Bryce Underwood in the Oklahoma game. I did get a chance to touch on it when we talked about that game,
Mhm.
but I didn't like the game plan for Michigan heading into that game. There was too much lateral stuff for my liking, and it doesn't fit Michigan first and foremost, but two, it kind of plays right into the hands of
Yeah.
Oklahoma's defense, and it doesn't play the Bryce Underwood strengths at all. And even Biff Poggi, the interim head coach who will be coaching this game, by the way, something to keep in mind, and Chip Lindsey stated that, man, we didn't let Bryce Underwood do his thing. They kind of kept it real conservative and real light, and it was to the detriment of the team and the offense. So they said, hey, let's just start to open this thing up. And granted, it was against Central Michigan, but Bryce Underwood looked a lot better, a lot more comfortable. He started running the ball, which is something I know we talked about. We're like, okay, where's the running ability? Where's the skip ability? He had a couple scrambles, and he looks a little bit better. Um, I want to see how he plays in this type of environment against a good Nebraska defense. Nothing special, but I want to see what he's able to do. On the other hand, Dylan Rayola has played well this season.
Hmm.
Patrick
Um,
Mahomes. Oh, you said
yeah,
Dylan Rayola.
they literally like you really make him play in Patrick Mahomes Stadium like the first game of the season. Like, come on, come on. It was like meant to be against Travis Kelsey's old. Okay, neither here nor there. But yeah, I think they're pretty good. But how good is Nebraska really? I don't know. We're gonna find out in this
Yeah.
game. Michigan as well. We're gonna find out. I think after this game, we're gonna really find out what type of season this is gonna be for Bryce Underwood. Um, I think Michigan is gonna learn from their experience at Oklahoma, and I think they're gonna come out on top in this game. I think it's gonna be a really close game, like a 24-21 type of game. But I got Michigan winning.
I mean, Matt Rule's got to win one of these games eventually, right?
Yeah, this is what year three Matt Rule. We know about year three Matt Rule.
I mean, I personally, I think he's a really, really, really good coach. I don't think Sharon Moore's a really good coach. Sharon Moore's not coaching. I think Matt Rule's gonna walk laps around Biff Poggi. Like,
Biff.
like Biff went to Charlotte, was not good at Charlotte. Hey, shout out to Biff though. He didn't wear the cutoff last week though, so that was good to see. That
I
was
don't think he's allowed to wear that at Michigan.
professional. The Bryce Underwood thing. I'm a big believer in freshman quarterbacks aren't the answer in college football. Like, no matter what happens this season with Bryce, like, I don't think he can be judged off of his freshman season.
Can I say this real quick before
Yeah.
you continue? Guys, not every freshman quarterback that comes in that ends up getting the starting job is Trevor Lawrence.
Right. That's so.
It's
That's
it,
what,
it, it's it's not.
that's what I was
You're
gonna say.
not gonna see that.
And I think that hurt Lagway too. He had a really good freshman year, and people are like Lagway's him. Like, don't get me wrong, Lagway's good, but again, now you have a year of tape on Lagway. You've seen what he can and can't do, but that's a whole different thing. But it's hard for freshman quarterbacks to win in college, and it's hard for freshman quarterbacks to go win in environments like Nebraska because it's gonna be
Right.
loud, and Bryce is gonna make a mistake because he's a freshman. It's gonna happen, and they're gonna jump on it. Like, those fans are gonna jump, and they're gonna be rocking. And again, Rayola's he's a junior or sophomore.
Sophomore.
He's a sophomore, so he's had a whole year under his belt. He's played in bigger games. Matt Rule, again, is a really good coach. Like, I think he's going to put that team in position to succeed. I think because of the environment and because of Matt Rule, they win. Again, Matt Rule teams, they're going to fight, they're going to scrap, and they're going to be physical. I think it'll be a close game just because Michigan's also physical. but I think Rayola makes a couple more plays than Bryce. I think Matt Rule makes a couple more better calls than Biff Poggi. And I think Nebraska wins. I'll go 26-17 at home. I think Matt Rule finally gets his big win. And then we'll see what happens. Do they carry the momentum or not? That's for future podcasting. But I think Nebraska wins, and I think Matt Rule finally gets that signature win.
I like it.
Pat, you're left.
Yeah,
You don't want to pick? Oh, that's okay.
no, no. I'm trying to see what I
Pat
have
picks Michigan.
what I have in here that was no. I picked Nebraska.
Oh, no. Great. So
Um,
we've now all picked the same team 3 times in a
no,
row.
Jimmy picked Michigan.
No, I'll pick Michigan.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think for two reasons. One, like you said, Jacob, Matt Rule, or both y'all, it's Matt Rule year 3. But at some point, he has to get his signature win at Nebraska, right? Like at some point.
Right.
I think him being there and Sherman Moore not being there. Granted, whether Sherman Moore's a good coach or not, I think he's good. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's bad. I think he's good. I just think that's detrimental. Like it's not, even if it's the same exact prep every day, it's still different. It's still a different mentality with somebody leading it. But also going back to the QBs, I think Dylan Raiola having this being year 2 compared to Bryce Hunter being a freshman, it's going to allow him to. He has more control of the offense if he needs to change a play, change protection, something, anything like that. He has that experience already in his under his belt. He has, like I said, Matt Rule, but I think one that year of experience. But at the end of the day, too, he talked about he was talking about it on one of their pods or videos or whatever. But Matthew Stafford is his uncle. So to have somebody like that where you can
Wait, who?
talk to, like
Who's his uncle?
Matt Stafford and his dad
Godfather.
are best friends.
It's his
Matthew
godfather.
Stafford, huh?
He's his godfather.
Yes, he calls him Uncle Matthew. Dylan Raiola's dad was Matthew Stafford's center for 8 years in Detroit.
Yeah, his center, Detroit. Yep.
Yeah. So to have somebody like that where you can be like, hey, like, what do you think I need to do differently from what I've been doing to get ready for this game, or how should I approach it, or how should I just everything, the build up, having somebody like that where you can talk to every day whenever you need to. It might not be that big of a deal, but I think that can play a factor into it. But I think just Matt Rule and Dylan Raiola being more experienced with more high profile, knowledgeable people in his ear, it'll be close. I think it's going to be a defensive game, but I think Michigan loses, or I guess Nebraska wins. I have them winning 27-21. And shout out Will Compton. I know he's been high on Nebraska. He was talking about if Nebraska wins this, they can probably win their next game. And then they'll go to Penn State in 2 weeks, probably ranked in Penn State. Even if Penn State loses to Oregon next week, Penn State will probably still be a top 10 team. So it's going to be another big game, probably Nebraska's biggest game that they've had in years if they can win this game and go to Penn State ranked. So they have a lot riding on this game. And I think Matt Rule just really gets them ready.
I like it.
But I was also going to talk. I was trying to find it on one of our old podcasts on my Google Docs. I think it's on my other account. I had a trivia question. I think it was at the end of last season, maybe, or the beginning of the like an end of the year recap for last one. But I don't remember the exact number. I think it was out of this last 17 national championships or 20 national championships, there's been 9 freshmen or first-year starting quarterbacks that have won.
Wait, out of how many?
I think out of the last like 20 or 25, there's been 9 first-year quarterbacks that have won.
But to me,
and then,
first year quarterback is different than a freshman. Because if you're a redshirt freshman, to me that's different than being a true freshman.
oh yeah, I'm just saying, it wasn't, but yeah, freshman QBs to me, unless you're like I know neither one of them have been great in the NFL, but in college they were generational type of prospects coming out. But Tua and Trevor Lawrence both as freshmen won a natty. Like that's
but they're those different kind. Yeah, like
that's
you
what I'm
said.
saying. You can't compare every 5-star QB to be like, oh, they're the next Trevor Lawrence or the next Tua.
They
Like
they
they're
do that every time.
so much.
They
Like, oh,
also.
Trevor Lawrence is 15-0, bro. We're
I was just looking.
15
I was
and
just
0.
looking at
Oh,
his
who his
stat.
first loss came?
His freshman season, he played the least amount of games he played of his whole career, minus the COVID year, because it was shorter season. But his freshman year was probably his. He went 11-0 the next year he went 14-1. So he played 4 more games his sophomore year. He only threw 6 more touchdowns, but he
You
threw
know who
4
is?
more
You
interceptions.
know who his
So his
first loss?
best year, his most complete all around efficient year was his freshman year.
You
Freshman
know
year.
who his first loss came to? Y'all can say it.
LSU.
That's facts.
Jumper.
Cincinnati, yeah.
The greatest.
Yeah, he only lost what, two games in college? 3?
2 games because then he lost
He lost to Ohio State.
to Justin Fields, yeah, because I think Clemson would have won that game had Nick Skolinski or whatever his name is not got ejected for the targeting on Justin Fields.
That was a crazy hit.
That was he came
I ain't
flying.
gonna lie, they weren't beating Justin Fields that day. Justin Fields was throwing deep bomb after deep. Yeah, he was on.
And
That bomb he had to Chris Olave. Oh,
That was
and
nasty.
and
Yeah,
you talked about it too. The year before, Clemson beat Ohio State in 2019
it was a fumble.
on that fumble that they called incomplete, which would have
the
been kind
Yeah.
of cool to see Joe Burrow beat Ohio State in the Natty. But
Oh yeah, that is true.
the other thing too to touch on, like the Tua and Trevor, like being freshmen. Freshman quarterbacks also don't walk into teams anymore that are loaded like that.
Yeah.
True. That's the rare occasion. You're not gonna do
Like,
that. If you're
like
starting, your team has holes.
that was also pre-portal, pre-NIL. Like guys went to Bama, they went to Clemson, and they sat and developed. Like,
Yeah. And they were able to. Yeah, I mean, both their defenses too were drastically better than Michigan.
yeah, and
No
there's
disrespect to Justice Haynes, but both those teams, Clemson and Bama, if you're struggling at QB, you can just run the ball 40 times a game and you're gonna win. Like
but they
both of
didn't.
those teams,
Huh? I said they didn't have to.
that's what I'm saying. But if they had to, they could have.
Yeah.
But anywho, we're just. Well, I know I'll just keep going on a tangent. But yes, Nebraska wins 27-21.
Oh, you hadn't even picked.
Number 9 Illinois at number 19 Indiana.
Let's let Jacob go
I-
first on this.
Yeah, Jacob, go ahead.
The Fighting Illini versus the Fighting Kurt Signettis.
Yes.
Have you looked him up yet?
Oh, I've looked him up. Nothing impressive. You think Ryan Day's still wondering where Lou Holtz is at, though? Now, don't get me wrong. Kurt Signetti's a good coach. He is. Like, he's a good coach. He just... Indiana's in way over their head, bro. Like, they had the easy Big Ten schedule last year, made the playoffs, didn't win. Like, they're going to lose games. Like, Nathan Rourke was a dang good quarterback. Fernando Mendoza is... he's
Curtis
okay.
Curtis.
Sorry, yeah, Curtis Rourke was a dang good quarterback. Fernando Mendoza, he's aight. I do like Illinois. I really do. I like what they... I said it the other day in our group chat. Like, I think... Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
No, you did. I think you said on the pod.
I think they're going to win some Big Ten games. Like, they're a legitimate threat in the Big Ten. Like Luke Altmaier is a veteran quarterback. He's been around. He played at Ole Miss a little bit. He's played at Illinois. He's played in big games. He's played in hostile environments. I don't think Indiana really scares him. I don't think that stadium really scares him. I also think Brett Bielema is a dang good coach. Like, I think Brett's a very underrated coach. I think he's going to have them ready. Again, Brett Bielema's teams play hard. They established a run. Their physical teams, their O-line gets after it. I think Illinois gets after it. Their defense has looked pretty good this year, too. I actually don't think it's going to be close. I think Illinois wins 31. I'll go 31 to 20. I'll go 31-20. But I think Illinois goes in to Indiana. Kurt Signetti will lose. It's okay. I mean, if you Google him, he'll have one more loss. I think Brett Bielema and Luke Altmaier go in there and take care of business. And I think Illinois, who's number 9, will just continue to rise up the rankings.
It's fair. I like it. I think we talked about Illinois' schedule last week because it's not crazy. They have USC, and then they play Ohio
That's
State,
gonna be
and
a
then
nice matchup next week. I think that's next week, right?
yeah. Next week
Next,
has
oh,
USC, Illinois,
yeah,
LSU, Ole
I said that.
Miss, A&M, Auburn, Oregon at the Whiteout in Penn State.
Washington, Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama.
Washington's gonna get cooked, bro. I promise you, Ohio State beats them by 30.
Okay.
I hate Washington. Mashington, I should say.
But, Pat, you got to
Uh,
pick Illinois, Indiana.
Jimmy, did you want me to go or you
Yeah,
want to
go
go?
ahead. Yeah.
Completely opposite direction of where Jacob just went. I think I think Indiana is a really good ball club. I mean, a really good ball team. That doesn't sound right. I think Indiana's a really good football team. They have a very
Ball
their
team.
defense is they fly around. They got one of the best corners in the nation in D'Angelo Pons. They brought in a lot of guys from James Madison last year, so they now have a year in the Big Ten under their belt. But to me, their offense is explosive. They can beat you if they have to run it, or if they can throw the ball over the top of you. I mean, Fernando Mendoza, I think, is a very good quarterback. I think he's playing at right now, going into the draft, he would be a top 3 quarterback.
Huh? Stop.
I'm
Stop.
saying you take away
Top 3
all the
what?
preseason, you take away all the preseason hype, you take away all the preseason rankings, and you look at the numbers. Do I think he would get drafted in the top 3? No, I would. I mean, I would be okay taking him, but
John Mateer,
Dante Moore and
Dante
Fernando
Moore,
Mendoza.
Garrett Nussmeyer, Josh Hoover, Cade Klubenek, Drew
Josh
Hall,
Sawyer Robertson.
Kay
Rob.
Klubenek is not playing like a top 3 quarterback right now.
Real quick, to touch on the John Mateer thing, he still has one more year left. He could come back.
He's young, yeah.
Like, he could come back.
Oklahoma fans were getting on to Texas fans because, that's a thing. And they're like, oh, it's crazy that John Mateer is younger than Arch Manning. And I went to go look. I was like, that's actually kind of crazy
That is
because
crazy.
I felt like it would feel like John Mateer was in college a little more because how he plays is a little more mature, obviously. Yeah, he's one day older than Arch Manning.
I mean,
Same year.
that makes sense because they're both technically in their junior year.
Yeah, junior year.
Sorry,
he's
Pat,
a redshirt junior.
Pat, you may want Jimmy to edit out that top 3 quarterback thing, though.
I'm not saying he's gonna get drafted. I'm saying you take away all the preseason hype and you look purely at how are they playing right now. He has 9 touchdowns and no interceptions. Had a 73% completion percentage. He's 55 of 76. 12
But
yards
against
per.
who?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter versus who if you're not struggling. If he would have gone out there and thrown 2 picks in one of their games they should have dominated, okay, that could be a problem. His numbers didn't pop off at Cal. He didn't have a supporting cast around him. But was it last year? Yeah, last year in the game versus Miami. If he has to take over a game, he can sling the rock. That's not a problem. Cal didn't have the protection around him, and he still threw 69% with 3,000 yards. Like that's solid. He's on pace for more yards, more touchdowns, less interceptions. So I think he's going to be the biggest X factor. Like, for instance, last week, I know they played Indiana State. Okay, so but to still go out there and go 19 of 20 for 270 and 5 touchdowns.
19 to 20 is very impressive, though. I don't
And
care
then
who
his
that
brother
is.
comes in and goes 6 of 9 for 104 and 2 touchdowns. They had 4 incompletions as a brother duo with 7 touchdowns. Like, I'm not saying his brother's great, but I'm just saying
19 and 20 is ridiculous.
Fernando Mendoza transferred to Indiana so the world could see what he could do. I'm not saying he's gonna win the Heisman, but he's a darn good quarterback. I think that is the biggest difference. He doesn't turn the ball over, so Illinois won't really be able to get points off of turnovers. Even at Cal, he didn't turn it over. He had 16 picks in 2 years there, and he's probably having to throw it a lot. So,
That's fair.
and I think Indiana wins 30-13. Like I think they come out and
Dang.
I think they come out and they want to make a statement. Like they're number 19, Illinois is number 9. They have the same record. What separates them? To me, nothing. To me, Indiana is better. And Kurt Singretti is talking about that. Like we're number
Signetti.
19. Kurt, all he does is win Netty. But I mean,
Not in the playoffs.
so I have Indiana. I mean, I think Fernando Mendoza comes out and he plays good. He wills them to the win. I think he throws two touchdowns. They're able to run it. It could be closer. It could end up being more of a higher scoring game. But I think at the end of the day, Fernando Mendoza is a better quarterback than Luke Altmaier, and that's no disrespect to Luke Altmaier. But I think Indiana just comes out and they kind of really show why they're. I'll put them as. Yeah, they're a playoff contender. I think they're the third or fourth best team in the Big Ten. Oregon, Ohio State are 1 and 2.
Indiana 4?
I think Indiana could be better than Penn State. Yeah, they don't play, but Indiana plays Ohio State. If they win that and they win out,
Wait,
and they beat
You said Indiana's better than who?
Penn State, I think I didn't say I said they can be
Oh, okay,
because
okay,
of,
okay.
because of the QB play. Drew Larson are gonna go into games and fuck up. Fernando Mendoza doesn't fuck up.
Honestly,
Drew
that's
Lard, not progressive.
So I know that could be crazy, but I know that they don't play. But I think they have a better chance to make the Big Ten title game than Penn State does. Penn State plays Oregon and Ohio State.
honestly that's fair. That's fair. I can respect that.
Indiana just plays Illinois, then USC, then Ohio State. If they win this game, I would pick them to beat USC, and then I would have to evaluate more come the Ohio State game, see who's playing better. But I think if it came down to the QB play again, Fernando Mendoza is a better quarterback than Julian Sand. I think in this day and age of college football, if you have a top tier quarterback who doesn't turn the ball over, and you have a solid defense, even if it's not solid, if you have to go into a shootout, but they don't turn it over and they're efficient, you can win games. And
Absolutely.
that's what he is. He doesn't turn it over.
Yeah, I think the winner of this Illinois-Indiana game, looking at both of their schedules, it's very possible that the winner of this game goes 10-2, and it's going to be right on the cusp of the playoff. Because these schedules are very, very manageable.
Even if Indiana, I could realistically see Indiana going 11-1 if they win this game. I think they beat USC. I think they could lose to Ohio State, but other than that, their schedule is not.
Indiana?
Yeah.
They got at Oregon. I think they have at Penn State, too.
Oh, shit. Never mind. Yeah. Oh. They'll lose to us. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Illinois. Illinois plays Ohio State and USC. My bad. Indiana, yeah, they'll lose to Oregon in 3 weeks, and I guess 3 weeks from this Saturday. I guess 2, but no 3, because we have a bye. I think they can beat Penn State. I don't know. I'll have to see that game come that time, but as of now, I would pick them to beat Penn State.
Yeah, the winner of this game, I think, is going to be probably 10-2 and probably in the playoff. If not, they're going to be right on the outside.
Who beats Penn State?
Indiana.
Huh?
And do you think Indiana beats Penn State?
I think Illinois will win this game. I think it'll be a close game. I think it might be an ugly game, which it favors Indiana. I mean Illinois.
Yeah.
But I'm just happy this. I'm just like happy to see Indiana and Illinois in a ranked matchup. Like
Facts.
Yeah.
Who would have?
5 years ago, you would have never thought. You'd been like, "What the hell?"
They were both the
Yeah.
trenches of the Big
They're
Ten.
both fucking terrible, and now boom, they're both ranked. So
Look like Hilton.
I do think I think the Duke game really impressed me with Illinois.
Yeah.
The way they were able to separate and
Dominated that game.
force those turnovers and dominate the game. I didn't think they had that in them. I'm not gonna lie, and they proved something different. And their defense has been really, really, really good over the past 3, 4 years with Brett Bielema. And I
Yeah.
think this is just the culmination of those teams that they've built. I think they had a really, really good season in 2021. They won like 9 games out of nowhere. I think they had like Devon Witherspoon and Kirby Joseph.
Kirby Joseph, Devon Witherspoon,
They had Chase Brown
Sidney
Sydney.
Brown. No, they
or
were at
Sidney Brown.
Syracuse. They were at
They had,
Syracuse, weren't they?
they had both. They were both there.
Oh, they have both of them.
Yeah.
Are they not? They're from
Okay,
Illinois. I don't know. I thought
Yeah,
Syracuse.
they both went to Illinois.
yeah,
Yeah, that
Illinois.
was a good team.
So
They had. I feel like they had another corner, bro. Who was it?
they did. His name
Nate.
starts with an A. Witherspoon, and
Uh
then the guy was on the other side of Witherspoon.
Akilo
But
Witherspoon. No, no.
No.
That no. I'm sorry, bro. Give me 1 second.
we'll find it. Yeah, but yeah, I think Illinois wins this game. I think they win this game. It's gonna be an interesting game. I will tune into it just to kind of see how these two teams play against what we think is going to be stiff competition, especially Indiana. So yeah, we're gonna see, man. But that's the games we got. We got a couple other good ones. Michigan State at USC. That's gonna be an interesting game. I want to see how I want to see how USC plays against something other than I need to see USC play someone with a pulse to kind of confirm like okay maybe they're really good.
But that's my thing with
Um,
Indiana too. Is like it's hard to judge teams like Indiana because they've also played like nobody.
are you playing as FCS teams? I'm not gonna make anything out of it.
Nate Hobbs on the
Nate
Raiders.
Hobbs,
Okay,
corner.
They went 5-7.
what year?
2019. They had Nate Hobbs, Sidney Brown. I heard his defense.
Who do you
Devon
have in
Witherspoon and Kirby
2021?
Joseph.
Because 2021 they were
That's
good.
yeah, because they won like 9 games.
COVID, they went 2-6, and 21 they went 5-7. They had a really good defense. They were
Or it
just
might have been
stuck.
22.
They were just
Might have
stuck
been 22.
with Brandon Peters at quarterback.
Ew.
22 they went 8-5 with Tommy DeVito.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, Chase
that
Brown
was
with
the team.
Chase Brown had 1,600 yards with 27 touchdowns.
They should have beat Michigan that year.
They should
And
have.
They
Michigan,
had, yeah, they had Sidney. Okay, so these guys all came back. Well, some of them. They had Sidney Brown and Devon Witherspoon that year. And then they also had Jazon Newton, who was a top 2 pick to Washington.
Dude, he was a nasty D tackle.
He had 5.5 sacks, 14 tackles for loss, 62 tackles. So yeah,
Tommy
So yeah,
DeVito.
those guys were all there. The Sidney Brown, Devon Witherspoon, Nate Hobbs, and Kirby Joseph. They just had Brandon Peters playing quarterback. Who?
that's probably one of their more talented rosters they've ever had.
Oh, for sure. And I think
At
that was
Illinois,
fair
that's
with.
probably the best you could do.
But to be fair, that makes sense. Lovey Smith was our head coach, and he's a defensive guy. So
He's a terrible.
Lovey.
yeah, Brandon. Oh God. So yeah, they
Brandon
had Brandon
Peters.
Peters, and he was. Bro,
This is dog
who the
shit.
hell? Who are these quarterbacks I'm looking at during these years? Poor Lovey Smith, bro. He had no quarterbacks. He had Wes Hunt in 2016. 2017 was Jeff George. I've never heard of these guys, bro. 2018,
Oh, is that okay?
he had AJ Bush and MJ Rivers. Oh, we played against MJ Rivers in high school.
He was
Then
ass.
Brandon Peters came in and he threw 18 with 8. 18 with 8, 3 with 0, and played 5 games and then 7 and 4 in 10 games. Good God, bro.
I mean, it makes sense. This is the same Lovie Smith that decided to ride with Rex Grossman as his franchise quarterback at the Bears.
Brett Bielema came in for Brandon Peters' last year, and he had Brandon Peters and Arthur Sitkowski.
Arthur was
Yes,
cold
from Rutgers. Yeah.
from Rutgers.
Yeah,
Arthur
and
was
they
cold.
somehow went 5-7. Then he went 8-5 with Tommy DeVito, and then I think he got Luke Altamar the next year. Yeah, Luke Altamar,
Tommy Cutlets.
the New England Patriot.
Any trivia?
I do. Do you want to do the upsets?
Oh yeah, upset. Bro, it was so hard to pick an upset this week.
It was. I almost
It
wanted to.
was so hard.
I almost wanted to pick Florida, but then I realized Florida sucks.
I almost picked Florida versus Miami
And Miami's
just
gonna.
because of Florida's defense. Florida has a really good defense. They just have no offense, but they can run the ball.
Caleb Banks is hurt again, so that's why I didn't pick him.
Never mind. But I guess
Plus,
to be fair, Indiana and Nebraska are upset picks, but they weren't my upset picks.
Technically, yeah, they are.
Nebraska will pull the upset. Indiana will not.
Whatever, man. Jimmy, you had Illinois too, right?
Yeah.
So the first two we all had the same. No, just the first one, and then after that it was all different.
I gotta keep my streak going. It's been, what is it, 3 straight weeks now. I've hit my upset pick.
And I was just saying, it's back-to-back weeks where we all hit all three of us already hit our upsets 2 weeks ago, and all three of us hit our upsets last weekend.
We gotta keep it going.
Yeah.
This week it was really rough. I think I'm gonna pick SMU to beat TCU.
I thought about that one.
Yeah. I did too, but I think at the end of the day, Josh Hoover is just too good of a quarterback to lose that game. I think if it goes into a shootout again, I think he'll make it. He's a better QB than Kevin Jennings.
It's gonna be a shootout.
For sure. And I think
Kevin
Kevin Jennings,
copy of SMU Baylor.
Kevin Jennings, well, he's good. Don't get me wrong, he's good, but I think he's gonna try to make too many plays, and he'll have
He turns it over.
And TCU, if you give Josh Hoover extra possessions, he's gonna capitalize. Whether it's just a field goal or a touchdown, that's gonna be the diff. I think that's gonna be like a 45 or like 50 game or something like that. No defense whatsoever. The DC's honestly might as well just stay home.
Who y'all got upset?
I had 2. I picked originally Fresno over Hawaii, but I decided not to go with that one. Hawaii's QB's hurt, but
oh, is he really?
Yeah. Michael Adagio or something like that. I don't know. He's a true freshman from Bishop Gorman.
He's good.
Yeah, he is. He's a lefty. But sorry, in the end, I picked NC State over Duke.
No, he's not.
A lefty?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, because I watched the first game. I didn't think...
Yeah, he's a lefty. The dude versus they played. Who they play week 1? Boise? No, they played
No, they played somebody.
They played Stanford.
Stanford, that's right. They won a game-winning field goal.
Week 0, I think.
Yeah, I have NC State over Duke. That was my upset. NC State over Duke. I think CJ Bailey's a really good quarterback. True sophomore. He started last year as a freshman.
I didn't know he was Jeremiah Smith's quarterback in high school.
Yeah, Chaminade. Yeah, he was his QB in high school. I think he wore 2 gloves. I watched a video the other day of them. He wore 2 gloves in high school as a QB.
That's nasty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he had a good year last year as a true freshman, starting at NC State. So he's good. I think he'll will them to that win either way. I think he'll take over. I have NC State beating Duke with upset, and I think he goes for 3+ touchdowns.
Jacob?
I have Maryland with the true freshman going in at Camp Randall. They're about to get Luke fired.
Malik Washington.
Yeah, they're gonna beat.
He's
they're-
been
they're
good.
gonna-
He's been good.
yeah, they're gonna beat
They
Wisconsin and
saw.
Luke Fickle's. Huh?
No, go
They
ahead.
still have Mike. Yeah, they do.
They do. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why get rid of him? He's a
They're
good
gonna go
coach.
into Camp Randall, beat Wisconsin, and Luke Fickle's seats. His hot seat's gonna be sizzling.
It's okay. He'll get a job as a DC somewhere next year.
Yeah.
One
So
upset I thought about was I almost pulled it, was Tulane at Ole Miss.
I
That's a
thought
good
about
one.
that. It's just SEC.
But
John Summerall, right?
backup played really well.
That's their QB, John Summerall. I mean, their QB. That's their head coach.
Yeah, from Troy.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin
He's good,
said
man.
he'll be a SEC coach next year. We'll see.
Like I said, he's one of the guys that if I was Florida, I would call him or Will Stein.
You
Right.
think they would? Yeah. Speaking of head coaches next year, did you want to go over who's on the hot seat and save that
It's kind of
Let's save that. Let's
Yeah.
save that.
for later?
We could do it after this week's games, because I did want to do an episode where we talk about um like get more like of a overall perspective on the season, how it's going so far, since it'll be
Yeah.
like a quarter of the way through.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Which is fair because
So-
I only had one guy aside from Billy Napier that I thought could maybe be on the hot seat.
There's a
Luke
couple.
Fickle.
I guess. Well, yeah, it wasn't Luke Fickle. It was. If they stay at this pace, Chris Kleiman.
Nah, they won't fire him.
Yeah, that's
They're
what I was like. I gotta
bad
see.
though. They're bad though.
Bad, bro. Like if they come out and win 3 games in the whole year,
They're
They're
really
not gonna
bad.
They're not going to get a better coach than him. His problem is he's.
I don't think they'll do it. They won't do it, but
nah, I guess that's fair. But if he comes out and has a bad year next year, that's back-to-back years.
Yeah, then
Maybe.
it's different.
But yeah,
one,
we can
you can't pull the trigger after one bad year.
we can definitely save that. I'm down.
yeah, let's save that. I don't have any trivia, but do y'all have any trivia?
Damn it, I lost it.
I do.
Oh,
I got mine. Way to go. How many FBS teams are there in Texas?
Okay, you got Texas,
A&M,
Texas A&M,
Texas Tech,
Baylor. Hold on, Texas Tech, Texas State,
UTSA.
UTSA, UTEP, SMU, TCU, Sam Houston.
Oh, they are, aren't they? You said FBS?
We're at 10.
That's 11.
UNT. We said UNT, right? I did
Nah.
say UNT. I think I
We
said
didn't.
UNT. We didn't?
That puts it at 12.
Nah, 11.
Y'all are missing 3.
There's 14 or 15?
14.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay. So
I miscounted.
Wait, hold on. Maybe.
Uh,
Let me double check. This list is outdated.
oh yeah, because you got Sam Houston.
Yeah, because Sam Houston and Texas State weren't even on there. Okay, there's 13.
So we're missing 2. What the hell?
Rice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Houston.
So, yeah, you're still
And the
missing
University of
one.
Houston.
Wait,
Houston
we're missing
is-
one?
So
Who'd y'all say?
A&M, UT, UTSA, TCU, Baylor, SMU, Sam Houston, UNT, UTEP, Rice. Shit, I should have written this down.
Oh, you're good. Y'all are good. The one that I didn't hear was UTEP. Y'all are good.
Oh,
You
yeah,
said
yeah.
UTEP. You're
Yeah, UTEP, yeah.
Yeah, because
The Fighting
list-
Malachi Nelsons.
Shut up. It's Baylor. Malachi's probably the worst quarterback in college football history. It's Baylor, Rice, A&M, TCU, Texas State, Texas Tech, Houston, UNT, UT, UTEP, Sam Houston State, SMU, and UTSA.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
I lost my
Greatest
trivia. I
football
don't know.
state.
Facts. Greatest state.
Facts.
Ooh, they have a power ranking. Dave Campbell's has a power ranking of all the Texas teams. This is updated too. Okay, why are they
As of when?
as of Tuesday?
A&M.
Sam Houston State's 13. Yikes. Yeah, A&M's 1. Boo.
Never heard of this guy. Never mind. That's not a good question. I
What's your question, Papa Pat?
lost mine. I don't know. I don't
Great.
even know what it was. I'm
We
sorry.
could always save it.
Let me see.
Yeah, Pat, we can always save it if you want.
We can double up, or you can do it on the recap too.
Oh yeah. I'm down. Do y'all know who has the most wins in college football history?
Yeah, it's Michigan.
Team or coach?
It's
School.
Michigan. It's Michigan.
Yeah, it's Michigan.
What about the most
Isn't Ohio
losses?
State actually catching up to them?
Yeah.
Doesn't Indiana have the most losses?
I think
Yes,
so,
they do.
right? Michigan has 10-12. Ohio State has 978.
Who's two then? Notre Dame?
Ohio State's 2.
Oh,
Notre
okay.
Dame.
Think about how much closer they could be if Ryan Day could just beat Michigan.
Do y'all know who has the least amount of wins in Division One in
Yes,
FBS history?
it's UTEP.
Indiana.
It's got to be UTEP.
No.
Wait, and
The
who?
least
And
amount
what?
of wins.
It's got to be
Oh,
UTEP.
the least amount of wins. It's Sam
But
Houston.
Oh, I guess yeah. They're not on the list. I don't know. I don't think they
Technically.
qualify.
yeah, it's got to be
Oh,
like it's got like
oh, it
qualified
has to be
teams.
like Delaware.
It has to be UTEP.
But qualified teams,
It has
that's a
to be
good
UTEP.
guess. UTEP.
It's Charlotte.
I don't. What is the minimum?
Charlotte,
500 game.
but Charlotte's like probably played like 5 seasons.
Yeah, I'm looking. The minimum for this is probably 140, because Charlotte's 51-96.
Ew. Thanks to Biff Poggi.
Kennesaw State has the third least amount of wins, but
It just got
They've
there.
been up for like 3 years.
yeah, as I say, but they have the 16th highest win percentage. They're 74-42.
So Charlotte has the least amount of wins. Yeah,
They're
they can thank Biff Poggi.
51-96.
Shout
They've
out
been in
Biff.
college for they've been a college program for 15 years, FBS program for
Maybe,
15 years, and they won 51 games.
maybe if he didn't wear a cutoff as a head coach, they'd win some more games. That's a bad look.
UMass has been around for 143 years, and they have
UMass
582.
UMass is bad. They're
Indiana
really
has
bad.
521. Yeah, Indiana's 521 and 715. UTEP has the 5th worst win percentage.
God, they're
In terms of
416 and 644.
Who?
645.
Ugh.
The only Kennesaw State's the
They've
only
had
team
one.
worse than them.
UTEP's had one All-American in their career. That's terrible.
Aaron Jones.
It
I
had
don't
to
know.
been. Yeah, I know he had a twin brother that was a linebacker.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I only know that because we played UT played them in like 2016. I remember watching the game, and they're talking about Aaron Jones, and then they're talking about his brother. I don't remember his name, but we barely beat them.
I would have guessed either Aaron Jones or Will Hernandez, but the answer is Brian Natkin, tight end, year 2000. He had 63 catches for 780 yards and 4 touchdowns. Not bad, I guess.
All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. We're going down the trivia rabbit hole. Thank y'all so much if you did get this far. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's where you'll find all of our, passionate videos make about college football because we bleed college football over here. And if you do as well, please share this to a friend and family member. Go follow us on the Instagram and TikTok, CFB_enthusiast. That's where you'll find a lot of our short form content. Boys, this was fun, man. Let's get ready for a good week 4.
Yes, sir.
And we'll go from there, man. But other than that, I'm Jimmy. That's Patrick. That's Jacob. And we are out. Peace.